It's a beautiful day. Well, everybody's talking about it, and it's here. So let's talk about coronavirus in Okinawa. So right now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not in the medical profession, I don't know much about it, but what we do know is that a cruise ship, which everybody in the whole world now knows, the cruise ship that is stuck in Japan in Yokohama, was actually in Okinawa, in Naha. And apparently, I guess there must have been somebody infected on that ship before it left Okinawa, because a cab driver caught it here, and then I think another cab driver caught it here. And I think today they found a third person that has the coronavirus. So they're being treated, and they're trying to find out people that they talked to and people that they associated with, since it is airborne, and it's just a mess. It's scary stuff. So how are we dealing with it here on Okinawa? I'm sure people are wondering. Well, for one thing, there's a run on Purell. I mean, obviously that's the first thing that's going to happen. Just like whenever they announce that there's a typhoon coming, all the Oreos and all the water and everything is gone from the commissary on base. And if you can find it off base, it's probably more likely that you will. But you can't find it here. And I took some video here. You can see that clearly there's no Purell left or Purell wipes or anything like that. So, and they're also rationing it, which makes sense because we're in the middle of the Pacific. It's hard to get things, and we wouldn't want like one family to hoard everything and not allow another family to go ahead and get what they need for their family. Another thing too I went to the hospital today, so just to get some administrative work done, and I saw that they had signs up, so they are aware and they're updating us on Facebook. They're being very good with communication as far as like what to do. Wash your hands thoroughly, count to 20, wash your hands, make sure your kids, any hard surfaces they touch, whatever, wash your hands afterwards, use Purell, use alcohol. If you have a cough or if you are sick or anything like that, wear a mask. And then there's a whole bunch of other things that they put on Facebook, and I'll show you. And the funny thing about Facebook is, or the morbid thing about Facebook is, look at my feed. Look at the ads that I'm getting. I'm getting ads for masks. They must know that it's here, or the algorithm or something. I'm not sure how it all works, but they must know it's here. So how do I feel about this? So I am a little freaked out, and am I avoiding Naha? Absolutely. I'm not going south of Shatan, and I don't know whether it's safe or whether it means anything, whether it's even any good, whether it's even really doing anything to prevent anybody from getting it. But I certainly don't want to put my family at risk, so I'm just like, we'll just stay up north where we live. We live up north in a nice area, and we're just going to do it that way. But it is scary stuff. There's a lot of misinformation going around, and there's a lot of, people are freaking out, and I don't think I'm there yet. But this is serious. It's very serious. Coronavirus is nothing to be screwing around with. And, my channel's all about, going out, having fun, exploring Okinawa. And to an extent, I've kind of put that on hold for just a little bit. I've got some other things that are taking me away from that as well, which I'll update you guys in the next video. I'm coming up on a pretty significant anniversary that I'll share with you, probably in another video, not now. It's weird. Because we thought we were insulated, like we knew that in Japan, like mainland Japan, which is about a 3-hour flight from here, that they had cases there and the ship was over there. And then when we found out it was here on the island, a lot of my friends and I were talking, and we're just like, wow, that's, we thought we were a little insulated from everything. We're just a teeny tiny island, 70 miles long in the Pacific, and it's pretty wild that it made it here. So I guess it can make it anywhere. It's strange to be here and so close to it, because we're such a small island. So do I fear it? Yeah. Am I going to take precautions? Absolutely. Are we washing our hands more? Are we more cognizant of people coughing and trying to stay away? And absolutely. We're practicing good hygiene to like the 10th power, and that's all we really can do. So you're probably wondering, what about everybody else that's stationed on Okinawa and all the other military families and everything like that? Well, I can't speak for them, but if you send them Purell, they probably wouldn't be pissed. And I think we're taking it day by day. Right now, our threat level is very low. They found 3 people infected, and that's down south. They all had contact with people from the cruise ship, so I guess, well, the quarantine is, 24 days now, so I guess they'll see what happens after 24 days, and they'll contact people who are in contact with them. The hospital's been really good on Facebook about, and even on the radio too, on AFN, they've been really good about telling us what's going on and telling us what to expect, and and reinforcing the fact that we need to wash our hands and so forth. So that's what's going on here in Okinawa. The news here in Okinawa, when the 3rd case came out, I mean, it was blasted all over TV. Here's some local television news that had it on. I mean, it's all over the place. It's in their papers. It's all over, like, all the news sites for Japan. This is the biggest story here in Japan. It's trumping everything. I mean, they've delayed, I think they had a race in Tokyo that they actually, a road race, a running race, a marathon, and they decided to only let, like, elite athletes in, not the general public. So they cut out, I think, like 12,000 people that were going to run it or something like that. I think I have the article. I'll find it. If I pull it up, it'll be on the screen now. And they also are canceling certain events here on island as well. Like, they had a pottery festival that was going to happen in Yomitan this weekend. That's canceled. There's some other events that are going on that have been canceled. I know a few friends of mine that have bands have said, they're thinking about canceling. The venues are thinking about canceling it because they don't want a lot of people together. So right now, I mean, it's too early to tell what's going on. If it becomes a full-blown epidemic here on island, obviously we'll be the first to know, and obviously I'll let you guys know. But for right now, we're taking it easy. We're being very cautious. And, if it moves to the next level, I'm sure the authorities here and the hospital will alert all of us through Facebook or through emails or through phone calls of what to do, what not to do, and so forth. So we're hanging tough here in Okinawa. It's a beautiful island. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? This is where we live. So, obviously we want to hang around here a little longer. And in fact, we will be hanging around here a little longer. I just want to let you guys know, because I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me through YouTube and asking me, hey, coronavirus, it's out there. It is out here. I wish I had more information. I wish I could be more dramatic, for views or whatever, but I'm not like that. So I'm just like, it is what it is. Right now my sister's sending me a box of Purell, so thanks, Sue, for that. I appreciate that, the little wipes. And I carry them everywhere. I gave them to my son for school. We've all had a little family meeting and talked about, hey, wipe down surfaces, wash your hands, close the lid on the bowl when you flush and stuff like that. So we're just being extra precautious. People might think I'm being nutty, but it's hit home here because it's such a small island. So anything else that happens, I'll let you guys know. Keep following the news. It's kind of scary, but we're hoping that the medical professions figure this out. We're hoping that somebody either comes up with a vaccine or a treatment for it. Right now, they're saying that kids, I've read some reports where kids aren't as affected as adults, and males get it like more than females, so yay. But like I said, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of people creating channels to scare people. And me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and just be a little more vigilant about washing hands, being clean, and so forth. So it sounds like I'm rambling, so I'm going to end this video here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I've got over 1,400 subscribers, which blows my mind because I started with like 4. So thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you're new here and you're wondering what this kid's talking about, I'm almost 50. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, is I live in Okinawa. We're stationed out here, and I'm going to be here for a few more years, and we're going to actually try to go to some more cool events here in Okinawa and in Yomitan and some other things. I don't want to leave. I love it here, and we're going to just be vigilant, and hopefully this thing burns itself out. So thank you so much for watching. And again, if you know anybody in the military, active duty, or spouse, I'm fighting some guy banging on a drum. That's weird. If you know anybody in the military, active duty, or spouse, give them a hug or a handshake because it ain't easy. And I will see you next video. Be safe out there, everybody. Wash your hands.